as people read the book, Forgiving the Unforgivable, and experience, at least in words, what happened to you during that crisis and learn about the holistic lifestyle, the holistic model, what is it that you would like them to experience?
The whole point of writing this book was the thousands of people who responded to us in all those countless international media interviews with emails, etc., saying to us, "You have inspired us. How did you get to be the way you are? Who are you, and how did you get to be the way you are? And how can we participate?" And this book is in response to those people. So my intention in the book was simply to share my experience. You found it inspirational. And I want to share with you how I create my experience, what my experience of life to date has taught me, what my journey has unfolded in my own experience, so that I can share that with you and that perhaps you might choose it for yourself. I'm not missionary in any sense of the word. I'm not here to ask you to believe what I say or do what I say or join my club. Rather, I'm here to say, if what I do and what I say inspires you, if it touches you, if it resonates with you, I'm happy to share with you how I create that experience, and I'm happy to assist you to create the same experience for yourself. And that's really the intention of the book and what I hope to see in its unfolding.
I know from collaborating with you on the project that one truly remarkable feature of the book is how practical it is. Very down to earth, and this is unusual for esoteric material. And I admire how you have brought the wisdom of spirituality down to the very practical matter of living physically, mentally, emotionally, because I know from working on the book that you're very focused on a person's actual life, and you're not encouraging them to reach for the stars with some esoteric principles, and there are principles in there, but you always bring them to focus in the person's actual life. This is quite a departure from a lot of spiritual seeking that kind of goes for the epiphany.
Exactly. I think that goes back to something that I learned early on with my own teacher, and that was experience versus concept. In the West, we are educated and enculturated into concept. We have to find the philosophy, study it, memorize it, invest ourselves in the conceptual indoctrination of it and believe it. And very often we don't experience what we believe. We don't actualize experientially the concept that we have. In the East, or with a living teacher, a living model, a living embodiment of the truth, it's the reverse. And they say to you, experience first, then conceptual understanding. Have the experience, and then get informed about the experience you're having. Completely different, but it is important in terms of the model. How are you going to have the most esoteric, unified, spiritual experience if you don't have some other human being to model it for you? In the West, we have problems with that because we're so egocentrically identified, we're authority phobic. We don't trust anybody. In the East, it's quite the reverse. They are more trans-egocentric in the evolution of their consciousness, and they trust in their heroes. They trust in those who have actualized the wholeness of life, and they go to them to learn that experience. Same as if I want to learn cooking, I don't go to a plumber, right? So if I want to learn the truth of life, the most esoteric truth of life, the essence of all the philosophical systems, I've got to go to somebody who embodies that.
Well, here in the West, though, although we have gurus, New Age gurus, often the message is you can do it all for yourself.
Ah, yes, the me generation. Mm-hmm. Do. And really, it's the reverse of that. It's when doing merges into being. Mm-hmm. And great masters, great teachers, great leaders come from authentic, truthful being. And their authentic, truthful being informs their doing. This is completely different than we're accustomed to experience it in the West. But when you encounter someone like that, you have the experience they're talking about while they're talking about it. It's not like a university classroom, where you have to learn it thereafter.
Yeah, and also even when they're not talking, just
Exactly.
when they're being. You've shared many stories with me
Yes.
of your own teacher, Muktananda, and the amplitude of power that he sustained, generated, just being in his presence.
Yes.
And of course I can say that being in your presence, it changes how I feel. This is really what you're speaking of.
It's exactly what I'm speaking of. The holistic state of being is an authentic state of being because you are in the fullness of your power, which means the vibration of your energy has a greater amplitude when you are whole than when you are fragmented. So if you meet a whole human being, an authentic human being, their very vibration entrains you to this correspondent state of wholeness in yourself. So you're experiencing with them the ultimate esoteric experience modeled in them.
And this goes beyond language or mental understanding. It's an actual experience.
Absolutely, it's an actual experience.